Anita here, and welcome to What Do You Call a System? Today's video is still on insurance fraud. This is an all-encompassing video on insurance fraud. I wanted to approach it from different areas because as targeted individuals, you're being faced with organized crime on all sides. So this video is on organized crime, insurance fraud. This happened to be on the YouTube channel, and I thought it would be interesting, even though it's from the channel Insurance Bureau. It's the Insurance Bureau of Canada. This video was just posted May 24th, 2012. Oh, this video is excellent. Go by and subscribe to Insurance Bureau of Canada because these details are very good. These details are excellent because the principles are universal.
Stage collisions drive up auto insurance premiums, they tie up emergency services, and they threaten the safety and security of innocent drivers. We're pleased from Insurance Bureau of Canada that the court handed out a tough sentence showing that they will not tolerate this type of criminal behavior that places the public in such danger. The success of this prosecution is very much a result of the teamwork between Toronto Police Service, Insurance Bureau of Canada, member insurance companies, and the two Crown prosecutors.
How does organized crime work?
Most of this involves organized crime. Most of these are fairly structured rings that involve multiple individuals. Now, the recruiter, the tower, the body shop, the individuals within the medical clinics are linked together, and that's highly organized. The recruiter is the person who's going to set up the stage collision all the way through into the medical clinic. They first go out and they recruit 3 or 4 participants that are going to sit in a vehicle and stage the collision. The vehicle is usually an older vehicle or a salvaged or even a rental vehicle. The tower is usually right at the scene of the accident and takes the vehicle to a particular body shop. At the body shop, this is where they'll cause additional damage and they'll bill for fraudulent repairs. Then these individuals are directed by the recruiter to go to the medical clinic or the rehab facility claiming that they have soft tissue injury and complete accident benefit forms in the form of housekeeping, caregiving, income replacement, assessment and treatment plans, possibly with the assistance of a paralegal. And these are forwarded to the insurers for payment. While all this is going on, the recruiter is receiving kickbacks from the medical rehab, as much as $2,000 per person that's sent there for alleged treatment. And they're getting a kickback from the body shop, maybe up to 15% of any bill out, and they're getting a kickback possibly from the tower as well. There are different types of staged collisions that we've identified. One is called the swoop and squat, and what that is 2 vehicles intending to cause a staged collision. The first vehicle pulls in front of the second vehicle and slams on their brakes. Second vehicle hits their brakes. The innocent driver behind can't avoid the accident and rear ends the vehicle ahead. The idea is for the people who are intending to cause the collision to make the innocent driver look at fault. The other type is what we call a drive down, where they wave you to pull out of a parking spot, and as you pull out, they intentionally drive into you. And the third one is a bullet type left turn situation where you're being waved on by the driver that wants to cause the stage collision. So you proceed, and as soon as you pull in front of them, they slam on the gas and drive into you. And Insurance Bureau of Canada is asking the public to take part in preventing fraud. If you believe that somebody may be taking part in an insurance fraud, you can report it to IBC at 1-877-IBC-TIPS. You can also report a suspected insurance fraud to Insurance Bureau of Canada by going to the web at www.ibc.ca and click on Take the Time, Report the Crime, and that'll take you to a template that you can complete and send it through the internet.
With that said, I looked up United States report national fraud. There's the Washington State Office of Insurance Commissioner, and I'm going to leave the links down below. They have an email contact, they have a phone number, and they have an address for you to call them to report Medicare fraud, reporting fraud of an individual or a business. And I'm going to write them on all the various fraud that I allege as a targeted individual, that we're being used individually to build the system. They're using us to build the system. Morgellons was to pull people out of their jobs. It places them on Social Security. They start running up medical bills with a psychologist. So that just sends money to the psychiatric industry. But in fact, they have a pathogen in their system and doctors won't look at them. So they're just forced into another medical arena. Well, reason why that's being done is, well, you know, cancer is being kicked up. 1 out of 4 by N is going to have cancer. So cancer and RLS and a lot of other things are going to be coming down the pike. Well, the hospital systems are probably overloaded with that and everything else that's going on, that Morgellons running in, all those Morgellons patients being funneled all to the hospital. I mean, that just keeps them really sticking out, like all of a sudden all these epidemics and everybody's going one way. So they split the damage of all this water contamination. Water contamination, and we can find cancer in your body. Come see the hospital. You precious 1 out of 4. You lucky guys. You 1 out of 4. Then you're lucky. You go good. You just go straight to the doctor because you got cancer. Well, you know, I'm not making fun of anybody. I got a tumor on my head. And then if you have Morgellons, you just go see a psychologist. They wanted to split mine, like my legs with a man. What happened? Your head is for the brain surgeon, and the other half of your brain is for, you know, the psychologist with your Morgellons. This is all to build the system. It is organized crime. So TIs and whoever else is out there that clicked on and listened to this video, you can report organized crime because everybody's going to pay. The insurance costs are going up. Tax dollars will be going up. Yeah, I mean, in Social Security, they're going to have to up that rate with everybody that's hitting the Social Security for disability. You know, it's to bilk insurance companies. It's to bilk the federal government on their benefits that they have for us as Americans. There's some young people receiving, you know, Social Security benefits that because they're on disability for Morgellons. Hundreds of thousands of people. It's pulling out money decades upon decades early. It's to bankrupt the federal system and to bring the monies into a local area, and it is fraud. They keep my door open here, my apartment, 8 years. You know, they just moved the crime in, and then the crime could stay, but they're reading my mind. Yes, they're reading my mind and keeping track of my pulse and making sure I don't commit any crime. And they kept my door open on the other end, so it's almost like, it's a scam. You know, the man that will keep you in the hospital, they make sure that he gets to come in and scratch his penis area in celebration of, they just hang out at my place. So that's my take on. I already said that it is a sex discrimination. That 70% women showing up being targets, and that they're reading my mind and they got me well tracked. But Mr. Groin can come in here and just chill out and just have a field day in my place for the last 8 years. This system is a scam. This total system is a scam. And if they have any dead peasants insurance on the target individuals, this thing is a huge scam. Thank you for visiting What Do You Call a System? Bye-bye.